Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a topic that's going to save a lot of headaches for my fellow seasoned travelers. We are talking about the biggest travel mistakes seniors make that could totally ruin your flight and, more importantly, how to avoid them. Whether you're flying to see family, heading out on that dream vacation, or just taking a quick getaway, air travel isn't always a walk in the park. But for seniors, there are a few extra challenges that can sneak up on you. And trust me, I've seen them all. By the end of this video, you're going to have a toolkit of strategies to make your next flight smoother, less stressful, and way more enjoyable. As we age, travel changes for us. What was easy in your 30s might feel a bit trickier in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. And that's not a bad thing. It just means we need to be a little smarter about how we prepare. Think about it. Long walks through airports, standing in security lines, lifting carry-on bags into overhead bins. Those are no small feats. Add in things like unfamiliar technology at check-in kiosks or having to navigate large, crowded terminals, and you've got a recipe for stress. I once had a friend, Mary, who told me she almost missed her flight because she didn't realize the gate was a 20-minute walk from security. By the time she got there, she was winded and stressed. Not exactly the calm start to a vacation you hope for. And beyond physical demands, there's the mental side. New airport layouts, last-minute gate changes, or those fast-paced boarding announcements. It's a lot to keep track of. That's why awareness is your first defense. Let's start with the number one offender: overpacking. I get it. You want to be prepared for every possible scenario. But trust me, carrying a heavy suitcase through an airport is not the way to do it. Overpacking doesn't just cause back strain. It can also lead to extra baggage fees and make it harder to move around. Instead, focus on versatile clothing items, things you can mix and match, and maybe even wash at your destination if needed. Here's my personal tip. Lay out everything you think you need, then put half of it back. You probably won't miss it. I learned this the hard way after lugging around 2 massive suitcases for a 2-week trip and wearing only about a third of what I packed. And if you have mobility challenges, a lightweight spinner suitcase can be a game changer. Another big mistake: skipping travel insurance. Now, I know it can feel like an unnecessary expense, but for seniors, it's especially important. Here's why. Flights can be delayed, luggage can get lost, and medical issues can pop up unexpectedly. Without insurance, those costs come right out of your pocket. I had a viewer write to me about how her husband got sick halfway through their trip. They ended up in a local hospital for 3 days, and the bill was shocking. Luckily, they had insurance, so it was covered. When choosing a policy, make sure it covers medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even evacuation if you're going somewhere remote. Peace of mind is worth every penny. Here's another sneaky one: not planning your layovers properly. A 45-minute connection might sound efficient, till your first flight runs late. Then it's a sprint through the airport, which is no fun at any age, but especially challenging if you move a bit slower. I recommend giving yourself at least 90 minutes, ideally 2 hours, between flights. It's better to have a coffee and relax than to be running like you are in an action movie. While we're at it, let's cover a few bonus mistakes I see all the time. Not requesting special assistance. Airlines offer wheelchair service, priority boarding, and even help with luggage, but you have to ask ahead of time. Forgetting about hydration and snacks. Airplane air is dry, and airport food is pricey, so pack a refillable water bottle and a healthy snack. Wearing complicated shoes through security? You'll thank yourself for choosing slip-ons. Not having a medication plan? Keep your prescriptions in your carry-on and their original bottles with a small list of dosages and your doctor's contact info. Let me share a quick story about my friend Helen. She used to get completely stressed out by flying until she changed her approach. She booked wheelchair assistance for long airport walks, wore easy-to-remove shoes, kept her travel documents in a small pouch, and gave herself long layovers. The result? Calm, relaxed journey where she even had time for a glass of wine at the gate. Her secret wasn't luck. It was preparation. So, there you have it. The top mistakes to avoid and the smart moves that can make all the difference. Remember, overpacking, skipping insurance, and rushing through layovers are easy traps to fall into. But they're also easy to avoid with a little planning. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up so more travelers can see it. And if you've got your own senior travel tips or stories, good or bad, drop them in the comments. I love learning from this community. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.